he can either sort of turn this down. From here or there. I prefer it on here, but it's up to you, my man. Here we are at your home for the Goodwin Sports Show.
This man brings with him to the boxing record of 9 minutes, 13 muscles of gold, 9 minutes, 25 away at knockout. Fighting in Latvia, here it is, he weighed 10 stone, 2 pounds, fighting out of Great Scotland, next to the boys, Frankie!
So we go to the first fight of the evening on the Goodwin Sports Josh Goodwin show here at York Hall. Azonto time. We have Frankie Monkhouse in the black shorts fighting Levickus in the silver shorts. I'm pleased to announce I'm joined on the microphone this evening by Menay, former fighter, and it's your first time back, Menay. How are you feeling first of all?
Oh, it's brilliant to be here. I'm soaking the atmosphere, it's brilliant.
So do you know much about any of the fighters coming up? Frankie Monkhouse is coming into his fight now, into his 7th fight this evening. Obviously won 5 and lost 1. Lost once, obviously a little while ago now against Geckins, and obviously Levickus today taking part in his 23rd contest. So, do you know much about either fighters? Have you seen any of them before?
I know a lot about Frankie. I've trained with him a few times alongside, and he trains hard. He's good in the hill sprints. He's got that Scottish energy in him.
Talk about the Scots. We can see up the way to our left, Menay. Not from the people at home can see, but we got he sold 120 odd tickets. He come into a bagpiper as well with a Scottish contingency, so he's sold a few here. Yeah, he's obviously coming off a few wins. Frankie obviously did get one loss, but he's had a couple of wins since then. And Levickus we've seen a few times, likes to have a swing, doesn't win all that many, but he's certainly improved since he fought obviously George Jupp, etc. He's getting better, but he likes the wild swings, and he does like to bang a bit, doesn't he?
He does, because he's a bit of a swinger. Frankie's just got to be a bit careful. Frankie likes to have a little bit of fight now and then, but I think he'll be a bit calculated today, hopefully.
That's the thing, he likes to get on his opponent. Nice little right uppercut there from Levickus, just missing from Monkhouse there, but he started well, Frankie, just little jabs, but Levickus is getting through with a couple of shots, but just got caught with the right hand, and again Levickus. He looks calm and he looks relaxed, Levickus, doesn't he, Menay, so far?
He does. Levickus is looking a bit dangerous the first this round, but Frank, I think will grow into it, but it's early days, but he's got to be careful, very careful.
That's a good shot there, a little bit of balance maybe, but all just count, gets the crowd behind him, and that's the one thing perhaps Levickus has got, is them short inside counters that he just missed with there. I think he's just got to be careful, just keeps his chin nice and tucked there, just boxing away there. I say he certainly sold a few tickets, warming up nicely here. Nice right hand there, but he's taking a right and a left there, boy, and a wild left there. You throw many of them in your time, Menay, big left hook like that?
Sometimes you've got to throw.
Yeah. Gets caught with a left hook there, and Levickus moved in. He looks confident, but he carries his hands low, doesn't he, Levickus? It's down, all the shots are coming from his chest area.
Like you said, Levickus seems very relaxed, very relaxed. I like the way he's throwing that right hand. Frankie's just got to be careful, keep his guard up.
Just watch for the shots. Be careful he doesn't hang his shot. Nice right hand down the pipe there. Just got through. Levickus, you can tell he just relies on these big shots, doesn't he? You can see he puts everything into the shot, turning the hip and the shoulder into every shot so far.
That's it, yeah, definitely. He's just relying on landing that bingo punch. He's not really throwing the jab, has he? Sorry about that.
That's alright, no, he's warmed into it a little bit, hasn't he, as the fight's gone on, Frankie. He got caught a couple of times early on in the round, but as the round's gone in, he seemed to slowly start to get a handle on Levickus, working behind that jab. Nice right hand burner. End of the first round, how have you scored that, Menay? So, we just need to see more of that in the second round, just get behind that jab a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Just needs to box him a bit, break him up.
He had a few amateur fights, Frankie, I think 35 amateur fights, so, you know, he's been around the game a little while, Frankie Monkhouse, boxed for Scotland as well, so, you know, he's got a good pedigree.
Yeah, I remember him from the Peacock gym, when he trained down there as well. So yeah, he knows his stuff, and he's just cool, like you say, very experienced. Our week is a good trainer. I trained alongside him. He's alongside Del Granger and Addict, and they're good guys.
Yeah, as you said, they're very experienced as well. They know their stuff, and obviously the Wilkie camp just recently has been having a few. Obviously Jimmy Coyle from there just won the prize fighter recently, and you was in the prize fighter once before as well, Menay, is that right?
That's correct.
So obviously important shots there for Frankie. He's in a little bit of trouble there, Frankie, but he's doing well to play around. He drops the hand, he's taking a shot, and he's looking hurt. He's looking at his corner though. Just dropped his hands on the ropes there after he took a few shots, Menay. It would have been better if he'd just kept his hands nice and tight, but Levickus is going to come straight across the ring, and he's got to be careful not to get drawn in a war here. Frankie's got to try and get away or cover up or try to hold on to try and give himself a bit of a rest. And we did say this, that's better from Monkhouse. And we did say this at the beginning, Menay, that he's got that dangerous power hands, isn't he, Levickus? This is it. He's taking a left hook there, he's got the back of his heels. He's got to tie him up, Frankie. Takes another left hand, the referee's getting close, Menay could be close to stopping this.
Alright, he needs to claim, he needs to hold him.
He's gone down again, he's called it off, but that's taking some heavy shots, and first of all, we hope it's okay, Menay.
Oh, definitely. That was a bit harsh hitting there. Frankie needs to claim him, needs to keep his guard up, but you know, I hope Frankie's okay.
Hope it's okay, mate. Just got caught with shots there and just couldn't get out of the way. Once he got caught, Menay just couldn't get away from the shots, and unfortunately get caught from there. It's a shame, Frankie sold a fair few tickets, but that's boxing, Menay. You can get caught sometimes, and that's what happens. We knew Levickus coming into this. Had been coming off a bit of a run recently, Levickus. You know, he's got a couple of wins over his last few fights. So we were talking with Alec Wilkie just before Menay our fair, and they were saying they knew how dangerous Levickus was.
This is it. Levickus, he was throwing. It's like he knew that Frankie was going to walk into shots, and Frankie was walking into shots, and he needs to keep on in with the jab. He just said them down the know, but you know, Frankie needs to obviously look at this now and see what's going to happen next.